Welcome to Chemistry Sea World.
Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to Chemistry Sea World. Today we are going to be discuss that valency in the periodic properties. So before going to the video, please do subscribe my channel and share the videos, like the videos, and comment in the comment section. So today's topic is valency in the periodic properties. So generally, what is meant by valency? Valency is nothing but the combining capacity of an element is called valency. So this is what we are going to be learned in earlier days, but according to new concept, so generally the atoms will undergoing for loss or gain the electrons or share the electrons to acquire the electronic configuration of noble gas, to attain the electronic configuration of noble gas. So meanwhile they lost the electrons, gain the electrons, share the electrons. According to new concept, so the atom which is going to be loss or gain or share the electrons to attain noble gas configuration is called what we can say that valency. So this is about according to new concept the valency definitions. So generally if you are going to be see the valency for metals, so generally the valency of metals is nothing but valency of electrons present in the metals. So what is valence electrons? What is meant by valence electrons? Let me go with one example, then you can understand very clear. Here see that there is an atom magnesium having that 12 electrons. So having that electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2. So this is a geometrical expression I am going to written here. So there are 2 electrons in the first cell and there are 8 electrons in the second cell. So 2s2, 2p6, right? There are 2 electrons in the 8 electrons in the second cell. I wrote, right? Now I am going to be write that third energy level, that is 3s2. There are 2 electrons in the third energy level. Now the atom is going to be complete here now. So here the last cell, that is third energy level, we can call them third energy level, we can call that as what we can say that valency cell or ultimate shell, or we can say that sometimes outermost cell, so according to situation, outermost cell. So here it is a metal, magnesium is a metal. So how many electrons is present here in the valence cell? There are 2 electrons. So then valency of this metal is going to be that. So valency of this metal is going to be 2. Why? Because for metals we are going to be consider that valency it is equal to number of valence electrons present in that atom, present in that metal. Okay, so this is about metal. So if you are going to be consider that sodium, so there are 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1 electrons. So first cell, second cell, there are 1 electron in the valence cell, then valency of sodium is 1. Okay, right. So I hope that you get to know this valence cell. Before the valence cell we can call them as penultimate shell. Already I know you get to know this, I think so. So penultimate shell. Before the penultimate shell we can call them as anti-penultimate shell. penultimate shell, we can say that, anti-penultimate shell. For the penultimate shell is nothing but what we can say that anti-penultimate shell, right? So we don't want this all now. So now we want valence shell here. So now valence shell is nothing but the last cell in the atom. So for magnesium, this is the last atom. So but according to atom, we are going to be changing that valence cell. Fourth cell will get, fifth cell sometimes will get, okay na? Right. So now we know that how to write the valency for metals. For metals, we are going to be write the valency is nothing but the number of valence electrons present in the what we can say particular metal, right? So let me go with the non-metals. How to write non-metals valency? How to write the non-metals valency? So generally, the non-metals valence is going to be right like this. So generally, non-metals, the valency, the non-metals valency, we are going to be write that non-metal valency, we are going to be write that. So 8 minus valency electrons, we have to subtract the valence electrons from 8 to attain the valency of non-metals, to get the valency of non-metals. For example, I will take a atom that is oxygen. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 2p4. So there are 6 valence electrons. So we are going to be subtract from 8 minus 6. Then we can get that 2 valency. So like that. So if you are going to be have non-metals generally will get the valency from when we are going to be subtract from 8. When we are going to be subtract from the 8. Okay now. So non-metals will get valency when we are going to be subtract the valence electrons from 8. Okay now. Simply we can say that. For first year group elements, first year is nothing but generally we have general configuration is 1. So simply we can say that the valence electrons is 1. So then valency become that 1. Valence is become that 1. So second year group elements having that general configuration NS2. So valence electrons 2. Then valence is also 2. For third year group elements general configuration NS2 NP1. The valence electrons is 3. Then valence is nothing but also 3. So for fourth year group elements, here NS2 NP6 general configuration, and here we have 4 valence electrons, then valences become 4. Fifth year group elements, generally we have electronic configuration, that is NS2 NP3. There are 5 valence electron. After that, now the valency become that 8 minus 5, then we can get that 3. So simply you can remember one thing here. So if valence electrons from 1 to 4, no need to subtract from 8. If it is there from 5 to, we have to subtract. For sixth year group elements, the general configuration is NS2 NP4. Then 6 valence electrons we have, and 8 minus 6 is equal to 2 valency. For seventh year group elements, we have NS2 NP5. There are 7 valence electrons. Then we have valency here 8 minus 7, and we'll get the valency is 1. And eighth year group elements, we have 8 electrons. The general configuration is NS2 NP6, and we have 8 electrons, and the valency electrons is having that 8. The valency become that 8 minus 8 is equal to 0. So this is about what you are going to be have the valency commonly we are going to be learned. Okay. Next, valency of d block elements. Generally the valency of d block elements, we can say that commonly the d block elements will exhibit that 2 and 3 common valencies. So this shows that variable valencies. This shows that variable valencies. For example, so iron will exhibit that +1, +2. plus 2 plus 3. Copper will exhibit that plus 1 plus 2, and silver will exhibit that plus 1 plus 2 oxidation states. So if you are going to be see that they are having that variable valences. What is meant by variable valency? The compounds, the atoms which exhibit that more than one valency, then we can call them as variable valencies. We can call them as variable valencies. Okay, right. So the common oxidation states, the common valencies of d block elements is 2 and 3. So generally the d block element configuration is n minus 1 d 1 to 10 ns 1 to 2. So this is a general electronic configuration of what you can call d block elements. Okay na? So I hope that you enjoy this valencies concept. So if you are going to be enjoy this video, please do subscribe my channel and share the videos, like the videos. Thank you one and all.